Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Create. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to use up these scraps that are left over from the Out With A Bang collaboration project I did. Rather than put them in my scrap box, which is always overflowing, I would do something with them. And I recently used some labels by stamping them on. I think it was in my Edith Holden book. So I used these Tracy Fox labels, and I really liked the way they were. So I've still got the Tracy Fox labels mounted on blocks, and I've got some other label stamps. I've got this one. I think I've linked this in my Amazon shop down below. And if you go along, you can shop there, and it costs you no different. I get a little bit of pennies from it. I've also got this stamp here from Darkroom Door. So these ones are plain. Quite like the idea of plain ones as well. And I might go mad and break out some of these. These are stamps that have never been stamped yet. Quite like that big one. I got these when Creative Expressions was closing down, and so they were dirt cheap. So I might use some of them. So yeah, that was my thoughts of what I would do. So I'm going to move the big bits out the way a sec and just deal with these little ones. I just thought they're just such beautiful backgrounds, and they would make nice labels. Was what I thought. So yeah, that's what I do. I'm going to use a dark ink. I think I'm going to go for this early espresso. It's Stampin' Up ink, but I don't think this is part of the catalogue anymore. Don't know, it's a long time since I've checked it out really, so I don't know. So yeah, I'm just going to go with these ones that I've got mounted, and what about if I go that way? I'll get more on there then. There we go. Yep, I'll just go 3 in a row. I like it. Now what I'm going to do is just cut that out, just to show you what I intend to do. I can use my big scissors for this, and just see what they look like. And I'm going to use my little bin. Let's try and be a little bit tidy, Jez, shall we? So I've got my little desktop bin here to catch all my scraps in, and then yeah, like I say, I'll be a little bit tidy. You can't see me, can you? Let's come over here in the middle a bit more. This nice little crocheted pot. It's been under a load of stuff. There, that's better. Jazzle Dazzle Craft. My friend Janice makes these. I think the grand. So I thought I'd just cut them down, and then I might just sort of speed things up and make a load, and just thought it was a nice little project. Or I could just do some chatting. How cool's that? I just think, and then they make great for your clusters, and they're a great little addition, particularly to a sort of a botanical journal. And I am doing me Edith Holden, and I did use some of these labels, sort of finishing off some pages and flips and flaps in my Edith Holden journal. And then I thought, oh, I could do some more that were good colours for it. And these lovely digitals by Mandy from Sunflower and Doors, and they're really nice and grungy and neutral, and I think they'd go really well with my Edith Holden. And having a few of these sort of ready and waiting in the wings will make finishing it off much easier. I've really been enjoying the Edith Holden, and I know lots of you have said you have as well. So yeah, fancy getting it finished. I found a little list on my phone like that of, you know, projects that I need to finish off, and yeah, I thought I need to go through that list, and there were some not even projects I want to finish off, projects I want to make, of which an Edith Holden altered book was on the list, and it's like, yay, I've done something from my list. And so I want one there. I might get another one off and put it on the block. Oh, that one's nice. Oh, does that mean that that one's, because it's not there, that one's mounted? I just haven't discovered it. I think you could be right, Jez, but you haven't discovered it, so you yeah, you'll have to just go with something else. My desk needs clearing up. Been away for a week, and I got back yesterday, and yeah, I didn't clear up before I went. I know some people can't cope with that, but it didn't bother me, not in the least really. So yeah, and actually the fact that these were all on my desk coming in, I've like thought I'll do that. So here I am. The inspiration, you know, it was just lying there. Inspiration was just lying around. So so yeah, had I put everything away, I wouldn't have been inspired to do this. So every cloud, as I say. Oh, I get 2 of these. Yeah, yeah, you will, Jez. They're cool. I'll cut them all out afterwards. I might cut them all out off camera and show yous. I'm thinking I want that one on there. And I think having the dark colour works really well because it shows up. Yep. Right. I'm thinking a circular one. Gonna run out of blocks, Jez. No. You're gonna fit on there? Not quite. Not quite. Right, have a block for that. Actually, you've got loads of blocks, Jez. Lids. Packing all this. I do want. Oh, let's have that one. One thing I sometimes do is there I can stick a block, stick something onto the side. You're not going to quite fit in there. It'll fit on there though. Yeah. So we want some smaller ones on this. It's going to get a bit mucky, Jez. Going to get a bit mucky. Yeah, not bothered. Right. Oh. Wow. Will that one fit? No, Jez, it won't. But it'll fit there. I love these stamps. I think somebody asked about these label stamps, and I did go and look and see if they were still available, because, as I say, Creative Expressions kind of stopped producing. Yeah, so I'm not sure if they were still available. But I did check Chasey Fox's site, and she does have some information on there. So I think they're just wonderful. And I say, I think these would be really lovely little really for clusters and decorating things. I could change the colour up, but that involves cleaning the stamps. And yeah, looks quite full there. Right, we've got here, nice big one. Put a nice big one on there, Joes. Stick that one on there. It's nice to have different different sizes to choose from when you're when you're decorating things and things like this. So I've got some signatures and things. I think I stamped them up afterwards, but I'm actually thinking that that's something to do sort of when I'm ready, to do them. So let's have another one on here. Let's have one with a bit of colour. Should have a bit of colour at the end there. I really like that. Stick another one of them there. Right, that is nearly all these little bits sort of sorted out. Now I like that. I want something quite big on that, so I'm gonna get one of these. So I did. Right, you're a nice big one. You'll get all that in. Yeah, that's the one I want. What's that one in it? Yeah, it's that one. Right. Need a block. Yeah, I seem to have an endless supply of these blocks, don't I? Right. Now the thing is, I can't see through it, so I'm just hoping for the best there. I like clear stamps that you can see through. There we go. Oh, yeah. You'll do nicely there. And I'm thinking for that one, I might have the biggest one in here, because I like that. Yeah, we'll have that. So bigger block for that. Yeah, I was a Stampin' Up demonstrator for quite a number of years, so I collected lots of stuff, and that's how I've got so many blocks. Oh yeah, you're going to be lovely. And then I might have one of these smaller ones there. No, you're a bit what about that one? Will you fit? Yeah, you will. I'll have that one. I think it's quite nice to have some plain ones. Right. That little bit there. I'll go with, no, It'll have to be this one, I think. So partially red. No, circle's too big, Jez. 'Tis too big. Can't see it very well on there. It's getting lost in it. Yeah, so we've got quite a bit there. Can I get some of these little ones around the edge? Not really much else I can do around the edge here. There we go. And then got a couple more bits here. And I might look at the leftover map pages as well. So they might be quite good. So it will take quite a while. Oh, that didn't go very well. Quite a while to cut out. But I've got loads of things to catch up on. I haven't watched many of the Out with a Bang projects, so it'll be a good chance to catch up with that, and I'll cut them out and then I can come back to you and show you what I've done. Right, I've got these little bits of map as well. Let's have a little look, see what they look like. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah. Now I had those bigger bits, so I'm thinking, which is often a bit dangerous for me, is to use this. Then I'll get lots of labels. Ink this one up. And you kind of never know what you're going to get. Some of them aren't great. I think I've said this before about this one, but it doesn't matter, because if I'm going to cut them out and use them in a cluster, I might stick something over that corner. So it's not really a bother, really, is it? Seem to have lost the end there, Jezebel. Oh, never mind. Now, what about that big sewing one? Can I stick that on there? I'm going to try, you know. I'm thinking that I will use that. Right, let's get that stamped. what we get. And I like the fact that it's got like writing on it, so I'm going to try and line up some of that writing. Oh, I love it. I really love it. That's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And so I'm going to get some of these. Well, not some of these. I'm going to cut these all out, and then we'll come back and have a look-see at what I've done. So there they are, all cut out. So I did watch a couple of videos whilst I did that. My hand now hurts, but you know, hey ho. Love that one. I'm not sure if I cut that one out on camera, but I just love it. I think that one's my favourite. So yeah, these are the map ones I did. I think they work really well. Put it up the right way, Jez. So quite like that. So I might do a few more of those with the little strips I've got left. Nice little activity to maybe do in front of the telly. Yeah, so you don't really have to sort of think about it. It's just you know, give them a stamp, cut them out. They're great. So if you've got little label stamps, then this might be a good thing to do with your leftovers from a project. It might be something to do partially through a project, so you've got labels that actually match the project that you're making. And you know, so as you're sort of maybe cutting things out, trimming down pages for signatures, you might get lots of, you know, strips. And you know, this might be a good thing to do near the start, so you've got things matching. I just want to show you there how, although that's the same stamp, because they're being stamped on different parts of the digitals, they actually look really different. So yeah, that is my little project for you today. Not rocket science, but you know, fun, easy. If you're losing your mojo, if you can't think, and some days I really can't think, then it's a good thing to do. And this was a good project to get me back crafting after a week away. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I've now got lots of fodder for clusters and decorating pocket fronts and things. So yeah, very neutral, something I will use in lots and lots of different projects, because they're all quite neutral, and it will fit most things. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.